Welcome back to GearCheckGames. This is the 8th installment of our Pikmin 1 playthrough, and we are going, for the first time ever, to the distant spring.
Whoa!
Whoa!
It's time to get wet, y'all. Did you bring your swimsuit?
Oh, I'm ready. I got my little floaties. I got my swim trunks. My rubber ducky inner tube.
I've got my water socks on. I'm ready.
Water socks?
Made, like little water wings and inner tubes for all his Pikmin so they wouldn't die in the water.
Oh, how sweet.
So this is my least favorite zone in the game.
It's definitely got the most stressful parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I guess it kind of makes sense because it does have the strongest enemies and the most annoying enemies. And let's slap them next to each other.
Oh yeah, the black Bulborbs are Bulbears, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys will wreck you.
And this thing we're fighting right here is the Puffy Blowhog. He will... I think we fought one last time, didn't we? In the last area? Or is that...
No, I don't think a lot more intimidating.
I don't think this enemy is in the Forest Navel.
Okay. Oh, you're right. There's 3 of them in this place, but none of them in the other areas. That's right. Yeah, you're about to see.
Puffy Blowhogs look a lot more intimidating than they really are.
Okay, I know Trey made short work of that guy, but believe me, these guys are terrifying.
Yeah,
if you don't...
like
this next guy though, like he's gonna really give Trey a run for his money.
Yeah, you'll see.
All right,
maybe
listen,
the next.
I promise that this level is really tough.
You gotta believe me, guys.
I think the Bulbasaurs in this game slowly recover health.
Didn't we figure out that was Pikmin 2?
It was Pikmin 2, but you're right.
I thought they slowly recover health like while they're alive, and then in Pikmin 2, they recover health while they're dead as well. So you have to get them back to the ship before they revive.
Yeah, they switched it up in this one, or in the second one.
Now, just as a refresher, the red Pikmin are the best for combat, right? Like, they do the most damage.
Yeah.
Right, that's why I'm taking them around and killing all these enemies before I, like, bring in the blues or the yellows to do any jobs.
Good move.
It's like, I just don't want to deal with the hassle.
Yeah, I don't blame you. This place can be... Well, here's a question, and I forget if we've addressed this yet, but how long does it take defeated enemies to respawn?
I think it's a few days.
Okay.
Yeah. And especially if you haven't been to that zone in the I don't know the word for it, in the days in between.
So it can be like a legit strategy to like spend a day clearing out all the enemies and then spending the next day like just running all your parts back to your ship.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's nice that the game allows that for different strategies like that.
Yeah, bridges will also get like refurled up by like bugs that I guess are essentially termites.
Yeah.
That will just kind of like eat it.
Yeah, we'll have run-ins with the shearwigs later on in this part because I think I do build one of the bridges on this day.
And I can't remember if walls also get rebuilt over time.
I don't think so. I don't think they do.
Yeah, I don't remember any walls coming back when I played this.
So yeah, what I'm doing right here is I'm low on blues, and for some reason I thought I needed a lot of blues, so I just like stock up on all the blues. I'm just gonna have an army.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of watery areas, and in fact, I think there are some parts that are just straight up underwater in this zone.
Yeah, there's at least like 4 or 5 parts that you have to use like blues almost exclusively to get to.
Yeah, it's probably gonna make your life easier.
Oh, they're done.
Yeah, and technically this is another one I could have used reds or yellows on, and just like called at them through the water, but I didn't want another massacre.
Now these are the guys who erode your bridges, right? Or
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are the shearwigs.
Oy.
What kills me though, because like look at the blue Pikmin. They could have easily just taken those parts and animals through the water.
It'd be too easy, Trey.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's hard-coded, man.
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe maybe that part isn't like something you want to get submerged in water because it'll like mess up the machinery and the electronics.
Maybe. That actually makes
Because
sense.
it looks like it's still moving.
That makes me wonder what items you do get underwater in this part. Oh yeah, here's this guy. Did we fight one of these earlier?
This guy was heckling you during an earlier. I think you were fighting one of the frog guys.
Oh, that's right.
Whatever the yellow. Is it still a Wollywog? If it's in Distant Spring, okay.
I think so.
I think so.
These guys are. They have the same type of annoying as the Puppy Blowhog, just less so. Because as you see,
I mean, I'd say more so, because like, one of them like spawns, or one of them hangs out near your. I mean, I guess both of them can go to your base and just like that. Like I remember having times where I've gone out on an expedition, collecting stuff, and then I've come back to see the teams that I've like sent back to carry parts to the ship and bring stuff to the onions. They're just all in the ground now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one of these guys just flying around the camp.
Just kind of smugly looking
Just
at
like,
you.
now I gotta pluck all of it. Because, like, when he puts enough in the ground, you can't take any more Pikmin out of the onion.
Oh.
So you've just got to be, like, plucking them out of the ground while he's simultaneously taking them from your party.
Ouch.
And putting them back in the ground.
Yeah.
it helps to have a couple yellows in your team so they can, like, snipe them out of the air.
Yeah. Well, when he buries your Pikmin in the ground, they revert to leaf Pikmin, don't they? Or am I imagining that?
Possibly. I know the Puffy Blowhog degrades your Pikmin.
Maybe that's what
know
I'm thinking of.
The puppy blowhog, like, just straight up blows the flowers off your Pikmin.
Yeah, it's extremely inconvenient.
That makes more sense.
Uh-huh.
That's probably what I was thinking of.
There's a cousin of that bug we fought in Pikmin 2, where instead of
I was gonna bring him up.
Yeah, like he goes for your captains
Move, lads.
instead. Oh yeah, we're gonna lose some boys.
Oh,
So many dead.
so many souls.
See, it's another one of those like trolly moves. It's like you never know if they're gonna jump or not.
We managed to take that other one down pretty handily. Is it just because you're using blues and not reds?
I think so, because they just simply do less damage. This is another part where they get stuck at this bridge.
Oh yeah, good luck taking on this this bull bear with blues.
Ah man, we don't gotta fight him. He can sleep. He gets to live.
You lucked out, Mr. Bullbear.
Oh boy, they're walking by the Wollywog off in the
No.
distance.
They got perfect timing.
If he's off
I think
screen,
there's
he
also
doesn't
an
do
albino
anything.
Wollywog in Pikmin 2. That I don't know if it's mechanically any different, but I think they live in the underground areas.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think you find many of the yellow ones underground in the caves.
Yeah.
I could have sworn there was
Which,
like a
that's a
Mickey
new
Mouse-shaped
detail.
structure on the map screen.
Is it the thing in the middle?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm just checking on the blues. I'm like, what's up, boys? I'm building 2 bridges, so I'm kind of like, well, all of my teams are occupied. What do I do?
Plan my next move, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, those 2 parts, like, I should have saved for last because the puzzles to get them are literally the only thing you could do with those time sinks.
Hmm.
So I'm like, maybe I should have bombed the gates down for the next day.
How do you guys feel about the Distant Spring aesthetically?
I dig it. Like,
It's definitely refreshing after the Forest Navel.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Forest Navel is just such an oppressive environment.
Yeah, I think I prefer the visuals and music here to the Forest Navel. It doesn't quite have like the warmth of Forest of Hope.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it just has this very serene atmosphere,
Yeah.
you know, until you get near an enemy.
Yeah, I would say this area, even though it is technically the hardest area of the game, like, I feel the most chill in this area, just due to the aesthetic and the music alone.
Yeah. Well, maybe it was
Enemies-
like a Sticker Bush symphony situation where like they knew it was hard, so like just write some nice relaxing music so people don't rage quit.
Yeah. That makes sense. Where's Squawks in this game? We need a Squawks.
Yeah, I mean Pikmin's great and all, but wouldn't it be better if you had a parrot that you could fly around on and just like shoot coconuts at people?
Yeah, Miyamoto, hear me out. Birds.
His coconut beak can fire in spurts.
Fire and
He's like
spurts of coconuts.
I know what we need. We need to bring the Pokemon 2 canon into this game.
Oh yeah, Toucanon.
Toucan salmon.
The most underrated bird Pokemon ever, because he's literally just an angry toucan that can catch you on fire. God, look how... I don't know why I'm just, like, sitting around. I'm like, why am I not...
Maybe it's just the lighting,
not
but your
chipping
ship
in?
looks golden right now.
Yeah. It could be my cap card, too.
Maybe.
And the fact that I rendered this really low, because I rendered this late in the day.
It's alright, man. You live and learn.
He's right. Oh yeah, this is the massage machine. I don't know if this is...
Most important part in the game.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a required part.
I don't think it's required.
If you try to take off without the massage machine, Olimar's ship just explodes immediately.
There's some, like, crucial ignition.
You get the
light
bad
switch.
ending where you escape the planet, but Olimar just has like horrible back pain.
Oh god.
You get a...
Shows up to the beginning of Pikmin 2, just like hunched over, like,
Oh, yeah, it detects your save file, makes Pikmin 2 harder. Should have got that massage machine.
You should
I
have bought
think
a spoon.
25 of the 30 parts are required in this game, and the massage machine is one of the non-required.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the seat cushion is also not required. Which I think we either get this day or the next day.
It all just
It's
depends
very
on...
Myself.
Yeah, the Olimar that you get in Pikmin 2 depends on how many of, like, the comfort-oriented ship parts you get.
Honestly, I don't know why they didn't keep that in 2. That would have been funny.
Oh, yeah.
Or 3, either.
It had a stop and swap feature for just comfort-related ship parts.
Yeah. And see, that's one thing, like you said a couple parts ago, is like in future Pikmin games, like depending on which order you get parts in, like wouldn't that be cool if it like changed your playstyle?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's one thing they did. To mention another RTS game, in StarCraft 2 in the campaign mode, like depending on what you spend your funds or your like Zerg or Protoss points are, I don't remember what they're called. Like each campaign, like
Zerg bucks.
yes, they just have Kerrigan's face on them. Join the swarm, you'll get paid. Now I can't get like Kerrigan in like a business suit out of my head. Everyone asks her what she uses those wings for in the stock market.
Just like an Uncle Sam-esque ad.
Yeah.
I want you to join the swarm.
Yes. But depending on what you spend your bucks on, is kind of like what your army, like what you'll kind of be strong in early game or late game. It's like, do you want to be assault minded, or do you want to have like real good cheap units early on? It's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
XCOM kind of does that too, with like the strategy layer of the game.
Yeah, to me that's a big
Honestly,
part of the
that's
fun
really
of
fun.
Pikmin is the fact that in these levels you have multiple objectives. And you know, you're not required to like do them in any set order. It's just kind of like, well, what do you want to do? What makes the most sense to do?
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess you could say that kind of limits like premise potential, because ultimately every Pikmin game has to be about somebody going around and collecting objects using Pikmin. But I don't know. I guess there's so few games in this series that like I haven't really gotten burnt. It's far from burned out, I would say.
Oh yeah, I would say 2 is probably the one that does that the most. Of like, depending on which cave you do first, is what powers you get.
Yeah, which I enjoyed that kind of aspect of like each cave ends with a reward that kind of upgrades you in some way.
Yeah.
So there's that aspect of kind of player choice driving your like how you evolve at what time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I thought it. Looking back after the fact, I feel like I would have enjoyed if instead of progressing by, I think I might have mentioned this in a previous episode, but instead of progressing by having to collect specific treasures, you just progressed by like accumulating a certain amount of money or paying back a certain amount of debt.
Yeah.
Because then you could just kind of like, there's a bit more like fun of an aspect of like going after expensive stuff to like progress more quickly, and kind of that extra level of decision making.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you don't even have to get all the above ground treasures in that game either. You could just like do caves only and beat the main quest.
Yeah.
It's that dastardly second quest that makes you do all the extra stuff.
Hey, no Pikmin.
Wow, 2 for 2.
Behind.
This is a good week for Pikmin.
Yeah. I've learned lessons.
For Pikmin the world over.
Yeah.
What if there was like a 1% chance of like you do leave a Pikmin behind, but then you come back and it's just like it's got the Rambo bandana, it's like got a cigar, it's grown a beard, it's like fighting off Bulborbs with a machete.
He learned the basics of
Get back!
He learned the basics of CQC
Olimar.
in Olimar's absence.
Why did you leave me to die? He calls you boss. Boss.
The Pikmin has to kill you to save PNF 404 or whatever this planet is.
He goes on to become the gold enemy at the end of Pikmin 3.
He goes on to become Big Min.
Beautiful. We ain't topping this.
All right.
Night, everybody.
Peace.